Sorry, this just cut off for a second. It's part 2. Getting back to your pure high vibration and equilibrium with Chris and me and your other guides. It's not worth the time it takes. We like to keep your energy clean, pure, and free to vibrate higher and higher. So you may speak to higher vibrational beings. There are plenty of normal mediums doing that work, but there aren't that many that are able to do what you and Chris do. So you have all the skills, but you also have others they don't. And you can hold a level of energy they can't. You have a different mission. Your skills overlap with traditional mediums and psychics, but you have a lot more skills to learn than a traditional medium does. So I said, can I see the goddess when I bilocate? And he said, yes, when you are in the proper vibration and mental space, you will meet her again. And I said, help me maintain this vibration and this proper headspace, please. And he says, yes, Chris and I are here to help you with that. And then he writes down a list of things that can help me with that. Tips for maintaining my high vibration. These are good for everybody. He says, open a joyous mind. Maintain a high vibration and open a joyous mind. Number 1, rest when you're tired. Number 2, be content every second of every day, knowing you're right where you are supposed to be. No fighting to be somewhere else. Contentment. So just be content. That's one of the highest accomplishments in spiritual enlightenment, is to not fight the flow, to be content, to accept instead of resist. Resisting is a form of immaturity where you just can't quite believe you are where you are and you want to fight it because you think you know better than the God in the universe. And you never know better than God in the universe. So it's a childish act and it's immature, it's egoic, and it never gets you where you need to go. So he's saying, don't do that. Just accept where you are. Where you are is where you need to be. And as long as you can accept that, life will be so much easier. And then you'll be in the proper headspace because you'll be grateful. You'll be in the place where you know you're supposed to be, which gives you happiness and gratitude. And that is where you get into the right headspace. So he says, number 3, meditation, morning, night, and throughout the day. He's like, meditate all the time. Morning and nighttime are both really good because your mind is not full of other things. But also do it during the day sometimes for short periods of time because you need to clear out what's going on with the human systems and get back to basics. Go back to your baseline meditation. So that's good advice. Meditate morning, at night, and then during the day as well. Then he says, number 4, pure thoughts and deeds always. No lower human programs are allowed inside your brain. Only thoughts of your own high status and completed ability to do this. Completely. I don't know what I was trying to say. He's saying to keep my thoughts pure. Don't think about any way that I can't do this. Only think about ways that I am doing this and I can do it. Number 5, work quietly, avoiding human doubt and dismissal, meaning I don't need to present all this to people because they doubt and dismiss me, and even their lower vibration can affect my lower vibration, even if I dismiss them as ignorant. Feeling that vibration coming from doubters and skeptics and people who aren't awakened, they have a low vibration and they're projecting it onto you. So even if you don't agree with them and you dismiss that and, say whatever, I know what I'm talking about. You've still exposed yourself to lower vibrations and resistance from people. So you could just avoid that by not talking to people. You know, you don't have to tell people you're doing these things. That's why I do these things and keep them private. And that's also why I turn the comments off on some of these videos, because I don't care what people have to say about it. If it's rude, it might mess with my vibration, and why do I need that? I don't. So I'm putting this out there as a service and as a record about what is possible and what I'm doing, but I don't really need comments about it. It's inappropriate for somebody that's not doing this work to comment on someone who is. So then he said, number 5, work quietly, avoiding human doubt and dismissal. Avoid humans unless necessary. Stay in the high vibration you've created and learn to maintain it without going lower permanently. You know, don't go back and forth from being a high vibe here in my house with my Chris and my guides, and then leaving the house and having a lower vibration when I go outside. Then I have to come home and raise my vibration again just to get in contact with the high vibrational family and guides that I have in my twin flame. And it's tedious and it's a waste of time. So he's telling me to learn to keep my high vibration on the few times when I need to mingle with people who might have a lower vibration, you know, so that I don't have to keep going back and forth. It's tedious. It really is. And then he says, you are an ambassador for those in the higher realms as we trust you, and we know you have the skills needed, not just for extraterrestrials, but other beings like ascended masters, archangels, and the goddess. You are now part of her tribe, as close to her as you can get. Chris, my husband in spirit, is there with you as well. Both work with us together. This is why you were fast-tracked on your spiritual journey. This time now is very important for your planet, and we needed you to be ready. Is this acceptable to you? And I said, yes, of course. It is not what I thought my life would be like after my Kundalini, but it suits me perfectly. Thank you. And he says, no, thank you. Thank you. No, thank you. And that was it. It's a pretty good amount that we filled of this book, just in a couple of weeks. Anyway, he's telling me that I work to do being an ambassador for the higher realms and some extraterrestrials and whatever. So we will see what comes out of that, and I will keep on. I'll keep on reporting what I feel is relevant, and I won't make them all public right away because I don't really know where this is going and if anybody's going to be interested. But if there's something that is like directly interesting to people, I will definitely put that out there. Whenever there's information that I think is just good general information for the collective and it's easy to follow, I will put it out. All right. Thanks so much for watching.